Okay, it's recording now. Welcome, Greenway Plaza Toastmasters. Todd is sending us I can't find the Zoom link to the meeting. Okay, let me tell him. Go to our website and click registration and just do another registration. See you soon. Okay, here we go. Letitia, did you get the instructions? Were they clear when I said just go straight to our website and click on the registration button?
It was perfect. Thank you.
Perfect. Okay. We eliminated one step. Therefore,
I like that.
yes, perfect. Okay, great. Oh, and Rita is here. Wonderful. She is our all counter. Hi, Amrita. She's connecting to audio. Hi, Amrita. Cedric is on his way. Here he is. He is our grammarian. So we have our all counter and our grammarian here now. Hi, Amrita. How are you? Hi, Cedric. Okay, we're starting. Todd will be here shortly. He is our timer. Fernando is our general evaluator and evaluator 1, as well as table topics master. He's holding 3. If you guys can, click those 3 little dots on your upper right-hand corner and add what role you're playing today next to your name. That way we know who is what. If you're a timer, a grammarian, and so forth. I've added mine. It says speaker and Toastmaster. Hi, Todd. Welcome. We're renaming our little names on the bottom left-hand corner with those 3 little dots in your upper right-hand corner, and click it and click on rename and type in the role that you're filling so we know.
Is anybody else having problems renaming?
No? Do you see those 3 little dots?
Yeah,
And
I
then
mean, I know what you're talking about.
Oh, okay.
You can right click on your name also and select rename, but it's not allowing me to rename.
That's okay. Okay.
Maybe a
That's
privileges thing.
Well, let's see. Cedric, we know you are grammarian. Here we go.
Yeah.
We're going to go ahead and start. I'm filling in as Toastmaster. No one filled in for that role. And I'd like to first all start off by saying thank you to everyone for being here. And I would love to welcome our newest member, Letitia Stewart. She will be joining this week. And she is also a member in a Toastmasters club that's also run by another Parkway management company. And I'll say hi to Letitia and welcome. And will you say a few words?
Excellent. My name is Letitia, and very happy to be here. Happy to be a new member, and look forward to doing my icebreaker speech possibly next week.
Excellent. And Letitia, you are an officer in your other club. Will you tell us about that and your club's name?
Yes, the other club is San Felipe Plaza Toastmasters. We also are a newly chartered club, and I was one of the founding members. We started last year, and I'm VP of Public Relations. And so, again, just very happy to be a Toastmaster at both clubs. Thank you.
Excellent. Thank you. Okay, we are going to have our new officer induction installation right now. And the first thing that I'm going to start off with is by asking each of the new officers. You're both here, Cedric and Fernando. It says here that we are going to, well, the instructions are in person when you have to pass gavels and stand at the podium. So I'm going to freestyle it and pretend we're all holding gavels and we're passing it to one another and you're standing at the podium. I'm sure in the next 6 months we'll be back to face doing this at our next installation. But for now, we're going to conduct the ceremony online, and we usually ask everyone to stand, and we would like to say thank you for all of the work of past officers, but they're not here. The past officers of VP PR and VPM. But if they were, what we would say is we would thank them for their work. And we would say, we are now relieving you of your responsibilities. And we would say you are discharged from all further duties and responsibilities as officers of Greenway Plaza. And then the incoming officers come forward and we ask as you stand. And I would like to share that I'm here to install the officers of Greenway Plaza Toastmasters and to prepare them for the challenges that lie ahead. Their collective challenge is to make this club strong, dedicated to helping people from all walks of life to speak in an effective manner, listen with sensitivity, and think creatively. I will ask each officer to hold the gavel as a symbol of leadership as I briefly describe the challenges he or she must meet and the responsibilities he or she must fill. With that said, I will now go to the Vice President of Public Relations, and I will briefly describe just the summary. As Vice President of Public Relations, you promote the club to the local community and notify the media about the club's existence and the benefits it provides. You promote the club, update web content, and safeguard the Toastmasters brand identity. It is your job to notify the media whenever your club does something newsworthy. You will find yourself writing news releases, creating and distributing flyers, and maintaining the club's presence on the web and in the community. Now I will go to Vice President of Membership, Cedric Cook. As Vice President of Membership, you promote the club and manage the process of bringing in guests and converting them into members. By initiating contact with guests, helping them feel welcome, and providing them with information they need to join, you help maintain a constant influx of new people into the club. You also attentively monitor membership levels and strategize with the rest of the executive committee about how to overcome membership challenges when they occur. Now I would like to ask Toastmaster Perez and Toastmaster Cook. Having been elected, I, as the president of Toastmasters and chief executive officer, I'm expected to preside at club meetings and all regular and special meetings of your executive committee. The gavel is a symbol of power and authority given to you by the membership of this club. Use it wisely and with restraint. I will now ask you, will you, as Vice President of Public Relations and Vice President of Membership, accept this challenge and perform your duties to the best of your abilities?
I will.
You're on mute, Fernando.
I will.
Excellent. It is now my pleasure to declare these Toastmasters installed into the offices to which they have been elected. Will everyone please stand? The growth and the development of the Toastmasters program in Greenway Plaza Toastmasters depends largely upon the actions of this group. On your honor, as members of Toastmasters, do you pledge to individually and collectively stand by this club, live with it, and work with it throughout the coming year? We will.
We will.
We will.
Excellent. I now Would congratulate both of our new officers, Toastmaster Cook and Toastmaster Perez. Welcome to the Leadership Committee of Greenway Plaza Toastmasters. Yay!
Thank you.
Without further ado, we will now switch over to our regular club meeting. How exciting! Yay! Okay. Let me pull up the Toastmaster. As Toastmaster of the day, I would like to thank you for being here, and it is my responsibility to introduce today's speakers. After the speeches have concluded, I will ask for the timer's report, request ballots to be passed to the vote counter, introduce the general evaluator, ask the awe counter for the report, ask the grammarian for their report, and call on the vote counter for the results. I will then return control of the meeting to the president before we conclude today. Switching back to the agenda. Okay. First, I would like to introduce our awe counter of the day. Toastmaster, okay, Amrita, would you please share your role?
Yeah, whenever a speaker is speaking anything, the number of pauses, so, and, buts, will be recorded by me. And at the end, I will let you know that how many ahs and ums people have spoken. That's it. Thank you, Toastmaster.
Thank you, Toastmaster Amrita. Our grammarian of the day, would you like to share the rules for the grammarian? Toastmaster
Yes, Madam
Cook.
Toastmaster. My role as the grammarian is to introduce the word of the day and encourage its use by all participants. I will note who uses the word of the day correctly or incorrectly. I will listen to the word usage and note any awkward misuse of the English language, such as incomplete sentences or grammar. Now, the word of the day is introspection. I had a printout and it had a red, yellow, green, blue word documented as introspection, 4 syllables, and it's a noun. The meaning of the word is the examination or observation of one's own mental and emotional processes. The examination or observation of one's own mental and emotional processes. For example, I submit for your introspection that I am 5'9" and have lived a life of turns and unexpected snares. Thank you, Madam Toastmaster.
Thank you, Toastmaster Cook. What a great word. Excellent. I would like to call upon Toastmaster Corson. He is our timer of the day. He will share what the timer duties are.
Greetings, Madam Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters and guests. As timer, I will time the table topics, speakers, formal speeches, and the evaluations. I will also alert each speaker of the time they have left using the green, yellow, and red cards. I don't have cards and I don't have Zoom backgrounds because I'm on an iPad. So I'm going to use the green, yellow, and red faces of this 4-layer Rubik's Cube to alert you. So table topic speakers should limit their remarks to no more than 2 minutes. At 1 minute, I will raise the green face, 1:30 the yellow, and 2 minutes red. Those giving speeches should limit their remarks to their specific speech times. And I noticed, Elizabeth, that your speech doesn't fit one of the categories that's on here. I think yours says in the agenda that it's 3 to 4 minutes. So I will give you the green at 3 minutes, yellow at 3.5, and red at 4 minutes.
Perfect. That's it. Thank you,
Thank you.
Toastmaster Corson. Our last one is General Evaluator, and Toastmaster Perez is filling in for that. Toastmaster Perez?
Toastmaster Perez, you are muted.
Thank you. Thank you, Toastmaster Rees. My role as a general evaluator is to conduct the evaluation portion of our meeting. Later, I will call for reports from the speech evaluators, timer, awe counter, and grammarian. I will also report on the quality of evaluations, make note everything that happened or didn't happen, but should during the meeting. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Perez. We're going into the first of our 3 parts of our Toastmasters meeting, which is P for pie, and that stands for prepared speeches. There's only one speaker today, and I will be on our presentation mastery level 3 elective. I'm delivering a social speech between 3 and 4 minutes. The title is, I'm admitting a new guest. Hold on. Okay, the title is Congratulations, Greenway Plaza Toastmasters Club. We did it. The speech introduction is Congratulations on reaching President's Distinguished Club level. I would like to take a brief moment and say welcome to Rachel Weaver, our guest who is now in our Zoom. And now we will begin our first speaker, and I will start now, Todd. Thank you. Welcome, Greenway Plaza Toastmasters and guests. I have a question for you. If you had all the money that you could possibly want, what would you do career-wise? Think about that. Now, I have asked more than one person in this meeting here today that exact question, and I will share. It was always answered the same. What would I do if money was no object? What would I do as a career? It is always said, and let me know by a raise of hands if this is what you were thinking, that you would volunteer, that you would give back, that you would help others. May I see a show of hands if that is something you would do if money was no object? I see a lot of people here with their hands up. Yes, that is why we are here today. Toastmasters International is a nonprofit organization. We are all here to volunteer. No one is paid. This is a volunteer opportunity that we all have stepped up and taken time in our busy lives, 1 hour a week, to be here and be present and step up and help others be the best they can be. This is a no judgment. This is a club where we are here to help others. And by giving back, we also help ourselves. We also learn by teaching others. And with that said, it is my greatest honor and pleasure as a charter member, charter president, and club sponsor of Greenway Plaza Toastmasters to say, congratulations, you have made not only the original goals of our club success plan by hitting 7 out of 10, we have hit presidential distinguished club level. We have hit 9 out of 10 of our goals, and as of tomorrow, that will now turn to 10. We are, for the first time as a charter club in 4 months, 4 months, everyone, we have worked together as a team to learn pathways together, to step up and be here and give speeches and be Toastmasters and evaluators and do our roles and following through and earning credits and helping others succeed. Part of our pathways check marks is you need to be an evaluator twice per pathways. Well, an evaluator helps people give feedback so they can become better speakers. Being an evaluator helps us become better listeners. And being here and working together in roles and leadership teams, it helps us build our leadership skills. If you haven't completed a path, my call to action today is to sign up for more speaking roles, and I will see you on the speaker agenda. Thank you. Okay, now I'm back as Toastmaster. That concludes the P of the pie of the Toastmasters Club. We will now go into the I part, the impromptu speeches, and I will now turn over this meeting to our table topics master, who is Perez. Toastmaster Perez, it's all yours.
Great. Let's see. Okay, I'm not on mute. I thought I was on mute. So let me get to the script. My role as a table topic master is to challenge members to develop their impromptu communication skills by answering unrehearsed questions. Table topics are specifically designed to develop 4 essential communication skills: listening, thinking, organizing, and speaking. For now, let's have fun. As I conduct the table topics, I will ask the question first and then call on someone to respond. This way, everybody listens and starts thinking of a response. I think it's Madam Grammarian. Who's our grammarian today?
Toastmaster Cook, I'll be your grammarian for the day.
Great, thanks, Toastmaster Cook. May we please have a review of the word of the day?
Absolutely. The word of the day is introspection. Introspection is a noun that is commonly used in the English language. An example, the meaning of the word is the examination or observation of one's own mental and emotional processes. For example, I submit for your introspection that I'm 5'9" and have lived a life of turns and unexpected snares.
Great. Thank you, Toastmaster Cook. Madam Timer, Mr. Timer, Corson, may we have the timing rules for the table topics?
Yes, you may. Table topic speakers should limit their remarks to no more than 2 minutes. At 1 minute, I will raise the green side. 1 minute and 30 seconds, yellow, and 2 minutes, I'll raise the red side.
Thank you. New club members must use the word of the day to qualify for best table topic speaker, while guests are encouraged to use the word of the day. With that, who wants to volunteer for answering a question? That's great, Letitia. Please choose a number from 1 to 4.
4.
Okay. The question is, if you had the chance to go back in time and change one thing, would you do it?
Thank you, fellow Toastmaster and fellow members. I'd like to begin by saying that I thoroughly enjoy introspecting every morning while I journal. In reference to if there is one thing I would change in my past, I will have to say there's 0 things that I would change of my past. I do not have any regrets, period. That's not to say that I've not had some struggles or that I've not had any issues in the past, but being an optimist, I just fall back to looking at the silver lining of things. It's almost natural for me, and so far it's worked. I've learned from my experiences, both positive and negative, and again, I can't think of anything that I would change because I've learned, and the majority of it, thank God, has been positive, all great. I've enjoyed my sales career. I enjoyed my childhood. marriage, children. Overall, everything has been excellent. So 0 regrets, 0 things I would change. Thank you, fellow Toastmaster. Or excuse me, thank you very much, fellow Table Topics Master. I'll return the control back to you, Fernando.
Thank you, Toastmaster Letitia. Are there any other volunteers to answer another question?
Certainly, I'll volunteer Tabletop Master.
Okay, great. Toastmaster Cook, choose a number from 1 to 3.
2.
Okay. The question is, what gets you excited about life?
Thank you for the question, Tabletop Master. To my fellow Toastmaster, what gets me excited about life is being able to live freely and enjoy the finer things that has been entrusted to me. Through my introspecting, I have learned very quickly that life for everyone is not the same. In fact, in some countries, individuals don't have the freedoms to walk the streets, don't have the freedom to love their families as they choose by giving them necessities. And that's because there's a reality to life referred to as poverty and lack. So therefore, I'm very excited. I'm very energized by the perspective of my life, the trajectory of what I see for being myself as a developing individual in this world. Now, I will conclude there are some challenges. Absolutely, there are some challenges in the world. We're living in a time today where injustice seems to be a normal part of life. But I will tell you that that's not the norm. So through my introspection, I appreciate everything. I appreciate every one of you. And I thank you for being a friend and allowing me to demonstrate my freedoms. Thank you very much. Back to you, Tabletop Master.
Thank you, Toastmaster Cook. We appreciate you. With that, is there anyone else that would want to answer a question? Amrita?
Yes.
Okay, great. Choose either number 1 or 3, please.
3.
Okay. Question is, where do you find inspiration?
Thank you, Toastmaster, Table Topic Master, for asking me this question. And according to me, from my childhood itself, I have been introspecting myself everywhere, at each and every phase of my life. So what I feel that wherever you have a lesson, wherever you have a learning, each and every experience of your life gives you some or the other way, some message, some moral, some message, what to do, what not to do, how to move ahead. As told by my friend Cook, everybody's life is different. That is very true. And the experiences are also different. So my inspiration is those people who are positive, who have so much of optimism in their lives, and they give you or show you the right path. Thank you, Toastmaster. Back to you.
Thank you, Marita. With that, we have time for one more question. I don't know if there's anyone out there that would like to answer a question.
I would again like to answer the question.
Okay.
We also have our guest, Rachel.
Yeah,
Oh,
Rachel is there.
And
yeah.
Todd.
And Todd, okay. Todd, would you like to answer a question?
I guess I could probably time myself at the same time as answering the question. Sure, why not?
Okay, great. Well, there's one question left, so unfortunately you won't be able to choose one, or at least give a number.
Is it 1 or is it 3?
It is one. It is one. Well, the question is, what life lessons did you learn the hard way?
Todd, I'll time you.
That's a, okay.
Don't worry about
okay.
timing.
That makes it easy. Okay, what lessons did I learn the hard way? I think most of life's lessons you have to learn the hard way. I think that the lessons that are worth learning are probably hard to learn. We definitely, and it's easy to feel like you've got something, you know, when it's presented to you. You're like, oh, I understand that, so I've learned it. And then you find out that that's not really how learning works. You know, you have to put yourself out there and make mistakes. You have to crash and burn sometimes. You know, I'm sure that I've heard it said before that the only way that you can't learn from other people's experiences, you know. I mean, they can give you some hints, but I feel that really to really take the lessons inside of yourself, you know, to make them become part of you, you have to apply those things. You have to make the mistakes. And it's really important to recognize that makes mistakes a great thing. You make a mistake and then you learn something from it that you couldn't have learned if you didn't make that mistake. You have to examine it, maybe be a little introspective and say, okay, well, why did that happen? Is there something, maybe it's just something that's difficult to do. Maybe it's something that I have that's within me that I need to improve so that I can, you know, really I can really take this lesson and turn it into a part of who I am, or a tool that I can use. So I would say, I think, like I said at the beginning, the lessons that are worth learning are hard to learn, and we should embrace that and recognize that just because things seem difficult, it doesn't mean that we should give up. Thank you, Tabletop Toastmaster.
Thank you, Todd. And with that, I'll return control over to President Ruiz.
Thank you, Toastmaster. Thank you, Table Topics Master Perez. I will now go into the I part of our pie, which is, I'm sorry, the E, the evaluation part. And this is now being turned back over to Toastmaster Perez, who is our general evaluator. Toastmaster Perez, back to you.
Thank you, President Ruiz. I just have a couple of comments looking through the checklist. We started on time. All guests were welcomed. There was a tremendous amount of structure in our meeting. All the meeting roles were explained. I believe that the topics were appropriate, be it maybe a little bit on the introspection side of things. And other than that, I don't have anything else to add.
Okay, now, General Evaluator, you go and you call on Evaluator 1, and you call for reports from the timer, the all counter, the grammarian.
Okay.
If you look at the agenda, it'll also tell you exactly at the 12:49 p.m. slot.
Yeah, I see that. Well, I'll introduce General Evaluator number 1, and that's myself on Toastmaster Ruiz's speech, congratulating Greenway Plaza Toastmasters Club and our achievements. Again, my comments will be short. I think the areas where you've definitely excelled was your enthusiasm, You generated, I think, interest at the beginning of your speech. You maintained great eye contact, and I really loved your word pacing. Areas I think that I would challenge you, or one area would be there were certain points in the speech where you occasionally look to the right. I think there was maybe 3, and I know I'm probably nitpicking here, but in those instances, kind of felt a little bit lost. But that's pretty much it for my evaluation. And I guess with that, let's see. Timer, can I get an update?
Yes, you may. Elizabeth's speech was supposed to be between 3 and 4 minutes. She pretty much nailed that at 3 minutes and 54 seconds. Congratulations, Elizabeth. For the
Great.
topics, Letitia was 1 minute and 45 seconds. The time range is between 1 and 2 minutes. And I think you have some leeway on either side, but that's perfectly fine. Cedric did his in 1 minute and 48 seconds. And Amrita got hers in just over 1 minute, 1 minute and 1 second. So you qualified, Amrita. I think mine was close to 2 minutes, Elizabeth. You'll have to tell me about that.
Yes, 2 minutes, 3 seconds, and I typed it in the chat as well.
Okay. So I think we have leeway on either side, don't we? We have an extra 30 seconds.
Correct.
So the other thing is that Fernando, your evaluation was, you said it was going to be brief. You were right. It was 45 seconds. The desired amount is 2 to 3 minutes. So I'm sorry you didn't qualify.
Thank you, Todd, for that report. I guess we'll get a report from the counter, Amrita.
Yeah, sure. I think Elizabeth told 4 times and in one sentence. And she had 1 in the total speech that she gave. Perez, you had many pauses throughout whenever you spoke. And you used 10 times when you were speaking. Todd, when you started speaking, then also there were so many and there was 1 also. So and Letitia, she had pauses, more pauses, and 2 times you used 2 times. So, and Cook also did a great job, but he did say once, so was used twice in a sentence, and pauses were there with us, So this is the counter according to me. Back to you, fellow Toastmaster.
Thank you, counter, Amrita. With that, we'll receive a report from the grammarian. I believe that's Toastmaster Cook.
Thank you, Toastmaster Perez. So, Mr. General Evaluator, I carefully noted everyone's use of the word of the day and their grammar. Okay, so Speaker Elizabeth, during your speech, you did not use the word of the day. For Table Topics 1, Letitia, you used the word of the day 1 time. And I will state that I questioned the grammatical usage, but then I looked it up and confirmed that introspecting was also a valid usage. So I just wanted to highlight that. As the table topics speaker, I used the word introspective, introspecting a total of 3 times. And Amrita used it a total of 1 time. And Todd, as table topic speaker 4, used it 0 times. So
I did say introspection.
you did say introspection? Okay, I must have missed that. I apologize.
Thank
Thank you. 1 time.
I
Oh,
noticed the introspecting as well, and I was like, all right, I think that's okay, but I will use the.
I think you may have slid it in the beginning, and I'm, I missed it. So very, very good, very good. So, Mr. General Evaluator, thank you. Toastmaster Perez, if you,
A point of order.
yes.
Who is our ballot counter?
We need to vote on best table topics. We would normally vote on best speaker and best evaluator, but since we've only had one, we will go straight to vote on table topics. And I don't see anyone who has that on the agenda. Therefore, the Toastmaster usually takes care of that. So you can send the votes to me privately if you'd like. We don't have a poll set up. If you would like to let me know who you vote on table topics, I'll announce that at the end of the meeting.
Okay, great. I guess with that, I'll return control over to the Toastmaster.
Thank you, Toastmaster Perez. If we can have everyone send in votes for your favorite table topics, I will count that up shortly. And in the meantime, I did want to share that our agenda is up through August. And we would love for you guys to go on our agenda and sign up for roles as often as you can. That way we know who will be filling roles. If you know that you will not be able to make a meeting, also go to the agenda, and there is a section right on the agenda at the very top where it has the date, and it says underneath it, are you planning to attend this meeting? And you just click the little caret drop down menu, yes or no, or uncertain. Has everyone seen that on the agenda? Raise your hand if you have not. Okay, I'm going to share my screen and let me know if you see the agenda right now. Do you see the agenda? Yes?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm circling right here. This is our agenda. Are you planning to attend this meeting? I'm circling that. Do you see that?
Hmm.
So we will just click uncertain, yes or no, and you can do that. I believe it's now even through, oh, look, I made it through November 12th. We can now share if we're attending or not, or if we're uncertain, all the way through November 12th. How exciting. This way, we don't have to hunt you down and ask, we haven't heard from you. Will you be at the meeting?
Great.
It alleviates less text messaging, less emails, and it saves time. If we could all go to the agenda and click yes, no, or uncertain, that would be great.
Mm-hmm.
While we're on here, do I have any questions about the agenda? Yes, Letitia.
Point of order. On the agenda, we are able to sign up for roles as well. Is that correct?
Yes, right
Mm-hmm.
here. For example, you just click sign up. Okay. Any other question about the agenda?
Thank you, Elizabeth.
You're welcome. On the meeting notes down below, if you know that you won't be present, but you wanted to share something, you can always type notes right here, and then you click save meeting notes, and we'll all get that note for that week. Okay. If you would like to upload anything, you can click upload files. Yes, Toastmaster Cook.
Yes, Madam Toastmaster, is it appropriate to place our evaluations of the meeting as well as feedback as in my role as the grammarian? Is it appropriate to post those notes in there as well?
Okay, For the grammarian notes, you can give that to the secretary. He keeps the minutes of the meeting, and that would be Josue. He is not here today. You can email that to him. But there's also now a great way to do document sharing without having to pass paper back and forth, and that is on my favorite right now, Pathways. With the new updated website, specifically Pathways site, there is a great way to share evaluations. And if we have time, oh, we might have time. I might be able to do this. Let's see. I can show you right now. Let's see. This is a great way to share evaluations. Also, with the new Pathways, you don't have to open up a new tab. You can go right back to this page with a click of a link. You'll go to toastmasters.org, you'll click Pathways, and you'll access it. Let's see. It's a little slow when I'm on Zoom, unfortunately. It's spinning around. Oh, and it locked me out. Okay, I need to sign back in. Whoa. What happened? Let's see.
Madam Toastmaster, would you like for me to share?
Yes. Thank you,
Okay.
Cedric.
Okay.
Let me end share. Okay, it's all yours.
Okay.
And while Cedric's sharing his...
You disable participant sharing.
Oh, that's Sabrina. This is her Zoom.
Got it. Okay.
Let's see. Maybe I can... Multiple participants. Yes, I just did. I'm able to do that. See if you can
Okay.
share now.
Okay. All right.
Oh, great.
Number 3.
And while Cedric's setting that up, oh, here we go. That was quick. A lot quicker than my internet. Okay, we'll go to Pathways.
Okay.
I see a blue screen.
You see a blue screen? Oh.
Yes,
Mhm.
I see a blue screen.
Can you see it now?
I see a little edge on the left, a tiny little sliver.
Okay. How about now?
No, a blue screen.
Okay, let me help here. Share screen. And I'm on screen number 2. Okay. There we go. You should be able to see it now.
Yes, perfect.
Okay.
Okay, we will click on Go to Basecamp.
Okay.
Okay, here, if you will go to the search bar on the upper right-hand corner, you can type in anyone's name that is a member of Greenway Plaza Toastmasters. And there you go. You can just now click on that.
Okay.
And here you can go and click feedback that's in the middle.
Okay.
Well, while you're here, can I show you something real quick? If something I've noticed some of our members are not doing is stay right there. Oops, go back. Oh, well, you've already clicked feedback. Oh, there we go. Scroll down. And right here at the bottom where it says additional information, keep scrolling down. On the right-hand side, every time you fill a role, you should be updating these dates. Our Vice President of Education keeps track of this, and this counts towards your pathway points. Specifically, Toastmaster, Speech Evaluator, There you go. That's it. See those right there? And we need to be updating those. Okay, now we can scroll up, and if anyone needs help finding that, let me know. Now we can click feedback. And there you go. Okay, here you can tell me that you want to request feedback, or you can click those three little dots on the right-hand corner. You can view feedback requests, okay? And there's none there. Now you can click back. Okay, here you can go to, let's see, request and share feedback. Here you can type your feedback, but you can also upload feedback on that paper clip at the bottom right there, and you can select a file. And this is what I wanted to show you. When you're on our agenda, you can go to the speaker, and if you're the evaluator, you can download and type the evaluation feedback, save the file, and then go into Basecamp and select the file and upload it right here, and you can post it. Here in the middle, can you see where it says who would you like? There you go, click that, and you can have the managers or everyone see the feedback. And you would click that, and then you would upload the file, and you would click post. This is great for evaluators. If you are not the evaluator, but you wanted to provide feedback to that speaker, you can type it in, or you can upload it into a file and send it. That way we don't have paper passing back and forth, and everything is right there. Do I have any questions now that we're on Pathways in Basecamp here? Does everyone understand how to get here? Has everyone been in Pathways? Yes?
Yes.
Oh, I see one nod.
I wanted to announce to the group that I finally signed up for Pathways today. I chose a path.
Yay!
So
What is it, Todd?
Congratulations. I think I did presentation mastery. I figured that seemed like a good place to start, and all the other ones are a little more specialized maybe. So.
Excellent. Excellent. Congratulations. And
I figured it was time to,
yes.
just
Excellent.
choose, make a choice. It doesn't have to be the right one. Just choose and go forward.
That's it. Okay, Amrita, you're next. You're being challenged next.
I think leadership would be a good, because I have been working for that since long period of time. So I wanted to do PhD also in that. So I think leadership would be the next level for me.
Excellent. You will love it. Congratulations. Do you need help?
Yes, of course, I would.
Okay.
I would seek help from you only.
Email me and I'll walk you through it. I would be happy to. And then also our Vice President of Education, Charisse, also can help as well. But email me and I'll walk you through it anytime you want.
Thank you so much, Elizabeth.
You're welcome. So maybe we might see Todd, Amrita, and Cedric give icebreakers next week.
Of course, yes, no problem.
Wow, guys,
That's
this
what I'm
is
shooting for.
great. This is great. Congratulations. Okay, you need to sign up for those speech roles. Cedric, would you do me one more favor? Can you share your screen on our agenda for today?
Not a problem.
I wanted to go over one quick thing.
I have a point of order on the agenda as well.
Okay.
If we have time, I would like to see if you could show us how to put the topic or the theme for the meeting.
Okay, I will show you.
Agenda. Thank you.
Okay.
I think that would be helpful for the Toastmaster and all the members.
The
Can you all see my screen now, or is it still the
no,
blue
it's
background?
No, blue screen.
Okay.
okay. Okay, let's go to the very top of the agenda, all the way to the top. Okay, where it says theme and word of the day. This is when we know who our grammarian is in advance. The grammarian would email the vice president of education or myself, or I believe Sabrina also has access into Toast. We can change the theme. Right now with Cedric's, he does not have access to change the agenda, and it's myself, Charisse, and Sabrina. The grammarian can email Charisse, Sabrina, or myself, and we can add that theme and the word of the day. And this is why
Thank you.
it's imperative for us to fill out roles. I would like to see at least a week in advance so we can be more on top of our agenda by having a theme and a word of the day in advance. And this way we can fill it out instead of last minute. But that's a great question, Letitia. Thank you very, very much.
Thank you
Now,
for your.
now our second question, let's scroll down to the speaker part where it says speaker 1. Is this what were you guys asking this about the level here, like when you fill out for a speaker part? Cedric, would you click sign up for speaker 2? Does everyone know how to fill that in?
Mm-hmm.
So you would click that and then you would click choose path. And if you don't want to keep scrolling, you see that little blue box on the left side with the minus sign in it? That little blue box with the, okay, there you go. You can keep, collapse all or expand all. That way you can scroll and pick your path. And Cedric, just pick a path that you're in now. Which one is it? Pick your path of the one that you're in. Okay, and then you would do the icebreaker, and there you go. And then here you would need to type in your title and a short introduction for yourself. This way the Toastmaster does not have to hunt you down at the last minute and ask you, what is your speech title? And can you please provide me with a short introduction? If you don't have an introduction, we will use your bio that's on our member page in our website. But we do need to type in, when you do fill out for a speaking role, your speech title, and you can click right here, that blue box that says project description. You can click that at any time to remind yourself what role, what is your speech description, and what do you need to speak about. If you're the evaluator for Cedric on his icebreaker speech, you would go to that evaluation form rectangle that's right underneath his photo where it says evaluation form. Can you circle that? There you go. And the evaluator would download that evaluation form. You can fill this evaluation out, save it, and then go to Pathways on Toastmasters.org, and you can upload that evaluation form to Cedric's file. That way we don't need to keep printing, passing out papers, or emailing it. We can now download it directly from our agenda, fill it out, save it, and then go back into Pathways and attach it to our Pathway site. Do I have any questions before we conclude the meeting? It is now 1:03 and I don't want to hold us up too late. Any more questions right now? I would like to take our last few seconds to tell Rachel Weaver, thank you for being here, and we look forward to seeing you and having you participate next week. And welcome Toastmaster Stewart as our newest member, and welcome Toastmaster Perez and Cook as our newest officers. And Rita and Todd, it is always a pleasure to see you here, and congratulations on picking your pathways. And we cannot wait to have you kick off your pathways.
Thank you so much.
You're
Thank you.
welcome.
Thank-
See you
thank
next week.
Yes.
Great
y'all
to
have a
see
good-
everybody.
thank you.
Bye.
Hey, all.
Care.
Bye.
Bye.